What's up, techies? I want to talk about the NUU Mobile Z8 after using it for 3 months. This is my 3-month review. I've been using the NUU Z8 for about 3 months now as kind of like a secondary device. It's been kind of like my go-to one that I pick up to use for commenting, for emails, and even some like Hangouts kind of messaging and stuff like that. It's been a really good phone to have around for those kind of tasks. For only $300, this phone is actually pretty good in my opinion. I've enjoyed using it. It's been a solid phone. I've not really had any problems with it at all. Let's go over the specs real quick so we can kind of get an idea of what we're handling here. First of all, it's got a 5.5-inch full HD screen, so it's got a 1080p screen. And I must say, it's one of those kind of screens that does a really good job as far as the display goes, because between a 2K screen and then a 1080p screen, some people will argue that you can't tell the difference, and I want to say that this phone comes close to that. For the most part, I've enjoyed any kind of content that I watch on here, whether it's a YouTube video or playing a game. The screen looks really good. It's nice and crisp and clear, and the screen looks pretty clear outside, outdoors, in the sunlight and whatnot. Other notable things about this phone is that it's got 2 gigs of RAM and also 32 gigs of onboard storage. When I first unboxed this phone, it was running Android 5.0 and it just got the update today to 5.1. It's got a 1.7 gigahertz processor that's octa-core, and it supports the GSM band. So if you got a GSM kind of model like an AT&T or a T-Mobile, you're going to be able to get that onto this phone. Unfortunately, you can't use it with like Verizon or Sprint, but if you got the GSM, you're good to go. You can get the phone in white or black. And to go over some of the rest of the specs, it's just best to kind of show you. So I'm going to take off the removable back, which is a nice plus because you see a lot of different phones that don't support that anymore. So you have a removable back, removable battery. It comes with a 2,650 milliamp hour battery. You have a micro SD card slot and then 2 SIM card slots, which is awesome. I really like that. This is one of the features that I really want to see in more phones now. I'd love to see dual SIMs because for me personally, I have a business line and also a personal line, so it would be nice to have it just in one phone, not have to carry around 2 phones. On the back, we got a 13 megapixel camera that is a Sony camera, and on the front, we have an 8 megapixel front camera with a wide angle lens. Now that we got some of the specs out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about the experience real quick. The experience has been pretty good. Like I said, it's been a good home phone for me. It's been a good secondary device. I've enjoyed using it for those purposes. The camera app itself is actually better than Google Camera in my opinion because it gives you some more options. It kind of gives you more control over the kind of footage that you're taking. Let me show you what I mean. But if you long press it, you can lock into the object and it's going to follow that object around and stay focused on that area. What's really nice about that is you can do that for photos, but also you can do it for video. So you long press it again, take your pictures, and then you can actually head on over to the video, and then you can long press again. And sometimes it actually translates over and it sticks with it. So it's a really nice feature for when you're taking video, especially video in my opinion. But of course, if you are taking video, please make sure that you do the video in the horizontal fashion, not vertical. You don't want vertical video syndrome. And you saw how I went back into recording and the video kept on tracking. So it's really cool. You can still track your object. I like that feature a lot. Other cool features is that you got multi-view mode, your panoramic, motion tracking mode, you got live mode, PIP mode, which is pretty neat because you can kind of swap things around. You can move this part, tap the picture to see what camera that you want to use. It's pretty cool stuff. I like it. It's a neat little feature. You got some of your other options up here to go with HDR, your flash, and so forth. But for the most part, I really like this camera app. It's got all nice features. It kind of reminds me of the AOSP camera. One of the cool features that I really like about this phone is it's got breathing notifications down here at the bottom. So when you have a notification just sitting on your phone, you're going to see this breathing notification. I really like that. It's something simple, but it's really cool. It's not disturbing and it doesn't like annoy you, but it's there and it lets you know that there's a notification on your phone. Okay, so the couple complaints that I have about this phone is that the Wi-Fi connection isn't the best. I'm on the other side of the house and it just seems to really kind of pick it up kind of slow. So if I'm trying to download something or just kind of even scrolling through some of social media, it takes a little longer than I prefer, but that's my major complaint. The other complaint is that the camera doesn't tend to focus on stuff in low light. It kind of struggles in that department. But other than that, it's going to take pretty good photos and video. That's the overview that I have after using this for about 3 months as my secondary phone. I definitely think that you could be happy using this as your primary phone. I really like how it has dual SIMs. I like just the little simple things like that breathing notification. Camera works pretty well, and it's got a lot of storage on it. It's running Android 5.1 Lollipop. Obviously, it's not Android 6.0, but there's so many other devices that aren't even at that stage yet, so you can't really complain about that. I'm really liking the experience with this phone. I think people will be happy with it. If you want to pick one up for yourself, I'll leave a link down below in the description. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to see more videos like this and also other reviews, unboxings, and how-to guides, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss those videos when they come out. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and until then, stay techy.